Hello, Tickle is here. Today I'm going to explain an animated science fiction comedy film, and it is called The Emoji, which is released in 2017. This famous movie is about all emojis. There are different types of emojis in mobile phone, that every emoji has its own different expression. But the emoji which we will talk about, he has no control over his expressions, which means he can give or display every expression. Because of this, every emoji in Emoji Society says to Gene that you are insane. And Gene comes in anger at it. And he says, I am different from all of you, and one day, I will prove it. And Gene needs to go to another society or another world to prove it. Anyway, let's dive into the movie. At the beginning of the movie, we see the whole world of Emoji Society, where many emojis are living here. All emojis give and store their expression at a place, that all those expressions didn't appear, till their user used them. Those all emojis always make fun of the emoji named Gene. Because when a user is about to pick Gene emoji, his expression regularly changes. Now we see two boys in the real world, that come into the classroom. And one of the boys thinks that we will send a cute emoji instead of a text message to his crush, who is also his classmate. And she maybe likes it. Now the scene shifts to the emoji's world. Each emoji loves being in their separated chamber. They also come out that there is not only a single emoji on mobile phone. There are thousands of emojis, such as clouds, trees, lands and oceans. These emojis also stay at their place to wait for being selected. The smiley faces and expression emojis wander in the whole city. The interesting thing is due to the same expression, that it becomes a funny situation. Like cry emoji has won a lottery, but cry emoji is still crying while walking out the shop. And the legs of laughter emoji is broken, so he is taken to the ambulance, but he still keeps laughing indeed. They all are so cute. Here, we see an emoji's expression was him. He is always show seriously face always, but one day it sees small donuts. They were so cute, and the serious emoji can't control his expressions after seeing them. His expressions change randomly. It was the day when he loses his control on his expression. There was glitch in his system. This emoji starts to enjoy a whole day. He plays a lot with everyone, which means he gets along very well with all expressions. But his parents don't like this, because his parents also have serious expression. So they explain to Gene to understand that, what people will say that our son is jolly, our family has a separate identification. You have destroyed it, and we are scared of sending you out. On another side, we see the scene of the classroom. When the student has selected this Gene emoji. When Gene comes to know that he has been selected, but his parents are not proud of it. Gene becomes over happy, and his excitement destroys all the things, also start breaking down this whole emoji. Meanwhile, the leader of emojis comes there. And she says to Gene, because there is a glitch in your system we can't send you out, so we have to delete you from here. Gene emoji gets scared, and he tries to run out from there. The leader sends some robots behind him. But then the high five emoji comes there. He was injured and old. Because the people use him in the previous era, but now he has no value. So he can understand the sorrow of Gene very well. That's how the feeling of being rejected. The high five emoji tells Gene there is a female hacker. She has ability to fix your glitch and can bring you again in trending. They go to meet female hacker, but the robots come behind them. And then, they escape from robots, but then they got stuck in Candy Crush. The female hacker and high five come out from there, but Gene is stuck inside. After many tries, he was also taken out. Now they all come into a dancing game, and they all start dancing in this game. While dancing, the female hacker removes her cap accidentally. Now, Gene just comes to know that the female hacker is the queen emoji. Actually, this queen emoji is also not trending. Here, Gene comes to know that The female hacker was an old queen, and her old generation were completely different to current emoji society. That's why she never revealed her truth to anyone. But now, the female hacker doesn't feel good that her secret is revealed in front of them. So she is about to run out from there. But suddenly, those robots again come behind them. The robots attack them. While it's happening inside the app, there is an error in the cell phone of the student who is sitting in the classroom. The dancing app that he installed recently, it plays the songs by itself automatically. This student hurriedly stops the app and uninstalls it. Its loss is that all the emojis and all the content on the app were erasing. Now the female hacker and Jean escape immediately while jumping from the blocks. After this, they come out of the system of the app. But poor High Five falls down with all other things. And the dancing app then is completely erased. On another side, we see Jean's parents are discussing about their mistake. They now feel so bad about what they said to their son. They are so worried about Jean where their son is now. While searching for him, they come into Instagram. Here we come to know, Jean's father was also a merged emoji, that he also can't control his expressions. But with the passage of time, he has learned and getting to used with it. There we see, the queen emoji or female hacker, she now goes with Jean to the trash can of the app to search for High Five emoji. Finally, they successfully find High Five. As we see, they now become happy. On another side, we see the leader of emojis prepares a dangerous robot. She has designed this robot to hold them. The robot is now chasing them. But while running, they come into the safe zone. And the robot can't come there. They see a firewall there, and they plan to go to the sky from here. But, to reach the sky, they have to move the firewall away. And they need a password to make it work. And, it is the password of the student's mobile. So they try many passwords randomly, but the password was incorrect again and again. The password isn't working. Then, Jean says, if I will be a human, I will surely set the password in my friend's name. High Five says yes, the boy has written a mail for his friend. Then, they open the mail and read the name of his friend. Luckily, this time the password is corrected and immediately, the firewall opens. Here the female hacker asks Jean about his next plan. Do you want to be fine? Or do you want to stay like this as a king of expressions? Jean says, I am confused, what should I do? So he also takes suggestions from High Five, but he can't take any decision. The female hacker says to him, okay, the only reason that you came to me is for asking me to fix your problem. I will do it for you, okay? But then the dangerous robot comes there and holds Jean and takes him with away. High Five runs behind to save him, but he couldn't do anything, so he immediately comes to the female hacker. And he says to her, hurry up. We have to go to save Jean. There were only 3 minutes left here, and after it, Jean will be destroyed. It means that he will be removed from the emoji world. After it, he will not be shown in emojis. Here the female hacker takes off her costume and transforms into her real setup, which is a queen emoji. And her special power, she can cause the Twitter bird anytime. She's then sitting on the Twitter bird, then they reach the place where the Jean emoji was taken. On another side, we see the leader of the emojis is talking about destroying Jean soon. She gives an order to the robot for this thing. But then Jean's parents come there, and say don't do anything with our son, because I was also like this before. And now, I have controlled my expressions, and I have become fine, and Jean will also become fine. But the leader ignores them and orders the robot to go on. Luckily, the queen emoji and High Five reach on time there. The queen emoji comes there, and while using her hacking skills, and then it jams that robot. When the leader comes in front of her, the robot luckily falls on the leader. Due to it, the leader got stuck under the broken robot. On another side, we see the boy student, and his mobile's home screen displays strangely, so he comes to a shop. He asks him to repair his mobile, and all the emojis in his phone, they also see the boy student via the video. The shopkeeper says, your mobile can be repaired at a condition if we reset it. But because of this, your all data will be erased. The boy says, okay, Do it. I just want my mobile repaired. I don't have any kind of important data on my mobile. Listening to it, all emojis get panicked, and they think about what to do now. They all are scared, and they made their last decision. We will scan Jean emoji right now. We will send Jean emoji automatically to the boy's crush, so that she will become happy after seeing this emoji. But suddenly, the shopkeeper set the student's mobile to reset everything, and in the emoji society, everything is erasing and destroying inside their world. But then at the last second, Jean goes to the cell and scans himself. Due to it, his all expressions are scanning. The emoji was sent to the student's crush. Here the boy thinks suddenly, maybe his crush replied to him. And he immediately takes off the plug from his mobile. And then his data was restoring. Everything comes to normal. On another side, when his crush receives the emoji, she was so happy, seeing it, that it is a unique emoji. Her friend has sent her for the first time, and then she goes to tell her friend that, I like the emoji you sent. The boy also becomes happy, and they become good friends. On the other side, we see in the emoji world, they all are happy with Jean. Because at the last moment, he saved all of them, and he becomes their hero from now on. They happily accept Jean's condition. Jean is born with his best in his own form, and he can also give his best to save everyone. At the end of the movie, we see all the emojis were dancing happily. This cute movie ends by happy ending. I hope you liked the explanation and thank you for watching. See you in the next video.